How is everybody doing? Happy Monday. We are back together with another video here. And you guys may know that California has been on the attack of ending the sale of gasoline vehicles. And of course, you know that New York, because, you know, their political values are pretty much the same as New York. New York is now banning the sale of gasoline cars. This is crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy right here. Boy, I just don't understand it, man. I really don't understand it. These leftists and Democrats, they have declared war on the oil and gas companies, of course, as you guys know. Donald Trump actually predicted this before the election. He said, you know what's going to happen? They're going to tell you to get rid of your gasoline cars and go out there and buy electric cars.
Yep.
Do you know how much electric cars cost?
A lot more than the gas power car.
You want to talk about, like, as of right now, like double.
Yes.
So these electronic cars right now, if you were to buy one on the low end, it would be like $60,000.
Yes, and plus, you know, it doesn't go that far, so
No, they go like 200 miles on average.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but if we were to get up right now and we decided, you know what, let's go to the casino in Louisiana, because we're roughly like 2 hours away from Louisiana. We go there
To eat?
to eat or gamble or whatever, you know.
Don't gamble.
Well, you don't gamble, but still, if we were to go there, 2 hours, and that would probably take up pretty much the whole entire charge of the car.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it takes to charge these cars?
I don't know, but it's a long time.
It's a long time. It's like overnight to fully charge.
Yeah.
And you would actually have to find a place to actually charge also.
Yeah.
Now, they're talking about by 2035, but one thing about this is in 4 years, so 2026, in New York, they want 35% of sales to actually be electronic vehicles.
Plus, they have to think about the battery cost. I mean, it's quite
It's
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
Super duper expensive. I don't know if this is actually going to work out, but this is what they push through now.
Well, in New York, you can, walk, to other places.
That's in New York City.
But in Houston,
What they get is that's you're talking about New York City,
Yeah.
but the whole state ain't New York City.
Well, yeah.
You know, there's other cities. There's Buffalo. There's Albany, which is the state capital. I mean, you're gonna have to get around. But even so, even if you have cabs or Uber drivers, those people drive around for a living. They can go through 200 miles in no time, and that actually could hurt them because they're going to have to stop their electric car, go and charge it for, 8-10 hours.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt them big time. This is really going to hurt poor people. Poor people cannot afford cars. So let's say, well, electronic cars anyway, because you know what?
What?
If these cars are costing like $60,000 now, 2035 is what, 13 years from now. How much do you think those cars are going to cost on average? Probably like $80,000.
Yeah.
85,000. Yeah. This is going to
Well,
This is
maybe
gonna be
they
bad.
have a secondhand electric car or something. Secondhand electric car, but it's still expensive.
Yeah, but
I think.
no, that's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have, let's say, a low income person in New York, how are they actually supposed to afford a car when the state has just banned gasoline cars? What is this going to do to gasoline stations in New York?
Be all closed down, and
Now, the gas stations don't make money off of gas anyway. But still, if they if they truly eliminated all gasoline cars, I don't know if this is going to really work. Even if they did this, man, poor people are going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Because if, let's say, the gasoline car breaks down, they need a new car. They can't get one in New York State.
No. I was wondering about what about like electric truck. I mean, they need more, battery.
Yeah,
that will be a problem too.
well, the thing is, they can't ban. I guess they would still have to have gasoline stations because, like truckers, people coming in and out of state. I mean, if they completely shut down gas stations, nobody's going to go to New York. Nobody's going to do it. And you know why they're doing this?
Environment.
Man-made climate change.
Yeah.
Something that they have pretty much made up. This doesn't make any sense here. This is what is this Kathy Hochul's statement? Yeah. She is the governor of New York. She says New York is a national climate leader and an economic powerhouse, and we're using our strength to help spur innovation and implementation of zero-emission vehicles on a grand scale. With sustained state and federal investments, our actions are incentivizing New Yorkers, local governments, and businesses to make the transition to electric vehicles. We're driving New York's transition to clean transportation forward, and today's announcement will benefit our climate and the health of our communities for generations to come. But how long are these batteries going to last? And you know what? For you people that are listening out there that are proponents of this, in California, what happened when they had that heat wave down there? They told people not to charge their electric cars because it was going to kill the grid. Imagine what would happen if you have an entire state of electric vehicles. What do you think is going to happen to that grid? Remember, they hate oil and gas. And the way to charge these vehicles, fossil fuels actually charges these. And you got to think of this other thing, the cost of actually having a charger installed in your home. You know how much those cost?
How much?
I was actually, don't quote me on this, but I was actually looking it up. Those things cost like $1,500 on average, just for the charge itself. Now, installation, I don't know. I mean, this is going to really hurt poor people.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to hurt poor people. I guess, it's probably going to happen eventually. Let's say the gas stations are still there. Poor people may end up having to go out of state to purchase another car because eventually they're probably just going to, they're going to end up banning gasoline cars completely. People are going to have to go to other states. And when they need gas, they may have to drive further. I don't know, man. I just don't see how this is actually going to work. And especially, 4 years from now, 35% should be electric vehicles. They can't even make these vehicles go very far. Like where we used to live at in Cyprus now. In Cyprus, because I was over there getting my maintenance on my car. There's a Tesla station over there now.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Tesla station over there. Now, I'm all for, if you want an electric car, that's fine, But I would not make one my primary vehicle. They're okay if you're just going to drive around like the Houston area.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be driving out of town, those cars are worthless.
I was wondering that, when there's, here they have like hurricane and other places like further, they have like, hurricane, tornado. And like what happened if, people have to evacuate to, other state for a while,
Well, good luck.
Yeah, that will be a problem.
But right now, I believe chances are people that actually can afford a Tesla, they probably have a second car anyway. So, but still, I've seen The only places I've actually really seen EV chargers is at that Whole Foods that I go to. At that Whole Foods, they actually have a charging station. But I really haven't seen too many. I believe that's why Biden was actually pushing that infrastructure bill to spend billions on electronic chargers. But the technology of these cars is not up to par right now. You really can't go anywhere.
No.
You go to the store. That's it. I would not drive. The next closest big city from here is San Antonio. San Antonio, from where we live at, would take us roughly 2.5 hours to get there.
Yeah,
And we would not make it there on a single charge of an electronic car.
No, we will have to spend a lot of money on the battery.
Yeah.
But it seems like New York and are following like China because on the
On the batteries made in China?
no on the World Economic Forum, it was an old article and like it said from 2035, China is going, just sell the, EV car.
Yeah, well, yeah. And they're
So-
probably, China's probably going to be the one to end up benefiting from this, because those Democrats, they love China. They've enriched China.
Yeah.
China's powerful because of them. I mean, this is definitely going to hurt a lot of people. Now, here in Texas, this won't have any effect on us. And maybe, just maybe, people realize in New York and California, now there's already a mass exodus from California. I mean, during the pandemic, people in California said, whoa, this is crazy. And they packed up and where did they go? They came here to Texas. They went to Florida. Some people went to Tennessee. New Yorkers, same way. I believe this is going to be a disaster. This is going to be a disaster for New Yorkers. And I know that New York City, very, very blue. But there's some red areas of New York as well. Just like California has a lot of red areas too. But this is insane, man. People better wake up, man. Because New York, they're just gonna make the poor people poor over there with this.
It is because, like, going to the grocery store, buying food is already expensive. And, like, the people in, like, let's say, like, California, the Californians, they are going to New Mexico to buy
No,
food.
they're moving. They're going to Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
They're crossing right over the border to Tijuana.
Yeah.
To buy stuff
So
because it's
if
cheaper.
they have to use EV, which is more expensive if they, use the EV to drive to Mexico to buy food.
Yeah.
Food is already expensive here.
Yeah, like I'm okay, with like solar panels and stuff like that. We have solar panels on our home. It's a good supplement. But what happens when it's cloudy and rain? Guess what? You don't produce anything. You don't produce nothing. So it's a good supplement. Electronic cars, good supplement. I would not have that as my primary car. I wouldn't do it. Like we drive a Toyota Prius. And the Prius is a hybrid car. And that car gets about 600 miles before it needs to be filled up. 600 miles. I like hybrid cars. Electric cars? No, I wouldn't do that. I can drive from here to Beaumont, which is like little over an hour away, about 65 miles from here. I can drive there and back, and I still have like half a tank of gas left.
Yeah, it's a guess.
Yeah, it's good. So But anyway, that's all I got for you guys on this. What do you guys think of New York banning gasoline cars by 2035? And they're really trying to accelerate this thing. This is crazy. Really crazy. Oh, man. I think that's going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wednesday, we got something. We already got a video planned too. So that's going to be coming. So be on the lookout for that. And we will catch you on Wednesday.
Goodbye.